Right, I tackled off by police on Canal Towpath. Yeah, this is a story. It says here, arrested in Chiswick. And then it says he was arrested in Northolt, Rodell Road, which is in Northolt. I actually know that canal. I've cycled up it a few times. So I know that area quite well. I even know kind of Rodell Road. I've been there a few times because it's near the canal in Northolt. And this story is a complete lie. In the Northolt area near Chiswick, Northolt isn't near Chiswick. Northolt is a long way away from Chiswick. It's probably about 6 or 7 miles away from Chiswick. So it's not honest to say it's near Chiswick. It really isn't. Anyway. I mean, it's comparatively close to Northolt compared to, let's say, Outer Mongolia, but from London terms, Northolt isn't. Northolt's on the far northwest part of London, and Chiswick's right next to Hammersmith, and it's a lot closer to central London. It's a long way away. So, to say somebody's been arrested in Chiswick, near Chiswick, is simply untrue. A national 4-day search. Now, I want to just show you something. This is apparently where he was stopped. I mean, there's a few canal boats. I used to know someone who lived in a canal boat near there. But anyway, this is the guy who allegedly is a terrorist. And
yes, at 10:41 this morning, Daniel Cleef was arrested on a towpath in southwest London. He was arrested by a plainclothes officer.
Well, Rodell Road isn't a towpath. Rodell Road is a road near the towpath, but it's not accurate to say it's a towpath, right? I mean, and then I want to show you something else. Here is allegedly the Sun's pictures of the plainclothes police. This is a staged event. Now look at now he's supposed to be riding a bicycle. Now he's supposed to be a fugitive. Now look at those clothes. Do these look like the clothes of a fugitive? I can tell you lots of problems with this. First of all, the t-shirt is way too clean. It's like it hasn't even got, I mean, there's no evidence of sweat or any dirt. This is like something they got from a charity shop to pretend that it was his. These seem to be like pyjama bottoms. Anybody who's ever ridden a bicycle will know that the chain makes a right mess on your trousers. Look at these ridiculous trousers in summer. There's no evidence whatsoever of any chain oil or anything like that on the trousers. A fugitive living rough and cycling on the towpath who is being pursued by the police would not be wearing these clothes, right? This is a clean shirt, and these trousers have not been used by someone on the run riding a bicycle, which I presume was stolen. I mean, if you accept the official story, look, his shoes there. And yet they just prevent this evidence here on the logical understanding, unfortunately, that the general public will never ask any questions. It's a 75-hour hunt for an escaped prisoner. Now, I'll be honest with you, I would not risk, there's a lot of speed bumps in London and things like that, going under a vehicle. And apparently, and this is an amusing aspect, that the prison showed a movie which had exactly the same escape shortly before this event. So we're led to believe that, I mean, what they want us to think is that he got the idea from watching a movie that was shown in the prison. It was Robert De Niro movie or something, Cape Fear. And apparently in Cape Fear somebody escapes underneath a vehicle. Yeah, look, come on, look at these. And apparently this guy's also been arrested and manhandled. Now, another thing that, in my opinion, doesn't make sense. I mean, so many things. Tracking down. Praise the public. Look, there's 1 million people who look roughly like him. Another thing is, now every single Tom, Dick and Harry is allowed to wear a face mask. Let's suppose you were really on the run from the police. Wouldn't you wear a face mask and pretend you're frightened of COVID? I mean, that's what I would do if I was on the run from the police. And yet, for some reason, this guy who's been pursued by the police didn't bother with a face mask. Even now, it's not even considered odd to wear one. In fact, lots of people wear them, including shoplifters and stuff. You know, there's a lot of weirdos out there who are frightened of COVID. In fact, I was in a off licence a bit earlier today, and unfortunately, hot weather makes people behave like total arseholes. Sadly, it's a shame, but it's just the way it is. And I put my can of beer down next to the guy at the counter, and he said he asked me, like, it was like East European fellow. He said something like, "Are you right?" or something. I said, "Yeah, why shouldn't I be?" And he said, "Well, you're standing really close." I said, "I just put my bloody beer down on the counter so that when he finished, I could pay for it." You know, I mean, like, you know, and that's the kind of mentality we've got at the moment. These fucking East Europeans are right cunts, unfortunately. Now, another thing is, I want to show you something else. Members of the public in the area overnight descended on Chiswick. Descended on Chiswick. But it was found in Northolt, 45 minutes down the road, West London. Yeah. A mere 45 minutes drive away. Well, there's 5 or 6 million people in a 45-minute drive away from where he was, and a lot of people in London look like him because this place is full of mixed-race people. He's a former soldier. Pushed off his bicycle during arrest. There was something else I wanted to mention. Apparently, I don't know if it can say it here, he said something like, it's not me, I'm not anything to do with it, or something. He said something very similar to that. It was like, it's not me. I mean, could you imagine being so stupid? I mean, if you're that intelligent that you can escape from prison such as this, and you were stopped, well, would you say something like that? I can't find it here, but prison cook's uniform. Oh yeah, upon being detained, he was fully cooperative. But hang on a minute, I read that he said, it's you got the wrong guy, it's not me, or something. I mean, ludicrous nonsense. Oh dear. News is simply faked, it really is. Unbelievable what's going on. I mean, that is not the outfit of someone who's escaped from prison. Right? It just isn't. Anyway, that's just it. Thank you.